Hi class. So in this recorded lecture, we will talk about logarithmic differentiation. But this is not something that should be mistaken with derivatives of exponential and logarithmic functions. So, ang gina-offer sa logarithmic differentiation is like a, more bitaw siya cheat code or something that makes derivation a bit easier across the board, across trigonometric, algebraic, exponential, hyperbolic, and things like that. So by applying properties of logarithms from a function, we can get the derivative of a function into a simpler way, using a simpler way. So this is known as the logarithmic differentiation. So this is where we apply the properties of logarithm. And we have three basic steps on how to do this. First is take the natural logarithm on both sides of the equation, in either on the, both on left and the right side. So butan mo na siya ln. Second is simplify the right member of the resulting equation by making use of the properties or laws of logarithms. So from there kay kuan na lang nimo, it's a matter of simplification as what I said on previous nga mani siya ang nakapataas sa process. And third is differentiate with respect to x and solve for dy over dx. So kaning third step mo na siya ang kanang murag formal nga kuan the differentiation. So it's not totally cheat na kana betang kuan jud na kanang defying the laws of mathematics. This is just making use of logarithms because as what you have learned from the properties of logarithms, which is naka specified there is a table, they are pretty much straightforward. So we have product law, ratios. Ang product is mahimong sum, ang ratio mahimong difference, ang power is exponent mahimong coefficient, and the same is true with roots na naka-fraction. Then change of bases. So dali kayo siya class mo na invent or na provide ang logarithmic differentiation. So we have three examples. Sige daw, let's try to tackle the three examples. So first is kaning y is equal to 2x plus 1 multiplied by square root of 3x plus 5. So kung regular nga differentiation process imo agian, you still need to get a hand of this na kailangan jud nimo siya kailangan nimo siya i-evaluate muna. But kung makakita mo og ingna nga form sa equation, then at least you can have the option of doing the derivative via logarithmic differentiation. So ana ang first step, muna siya ang first step, take the natural logarithms on both sides. So magbutang ka og ln sa y and ln for this one. So kung naka-logarithm ni siya nga ln, let's say naka-ln m n na siya, pwede mo na nimo siya i-express as ln m plus ln n. So man na siya ang nahitabo dari ang pag-decompose. Then regarding the square root, nahimo lang siya 1/2 nga coefficient. Kinaman na dito sa kanang murag property involving powers. Then we take the derivative of both sides with respect to x. So importante ni siya class nga nakaingon ana sa ana siya for now because the derivative of the natural logarithm is in this form. So remember na gi-ln na to ang y. Kani siya, so ang derivative niya is in this form. Kaya man na siya ang rule. Then kani simply, ano lang na siya, derive. Then kani pod, derive. So from there, i-simplify lang nimo ni siya nga nga side sa equation, which is mo na basically yung nahitabo dari. Simplification at tanan. So para ma-evaluate ang dy over dx, dapat dili na siya magdugay diya nga side, so ato na siyang gi-transfer dari nga side. Tapos, ato siyang gibalik sa iyang original form. So, mo na natay 2x plus 1 o square root of 3x plus 5. Then, after a series of simplification, makuha na nato ni siya atong final answer. So basically ni agita og kanang gi-multiply nato siya or ato siyang kanang rationalize. So this I think is the simplest form of the answer. Tapos dali lang ka sa simplification process, medyo bawion kay taas kaayo siya. But overall, the approach using logarithmic differentiation would still be easier compared to the traditional form of differentiation. So, example number 2, we have y is equal to x to the power of sine x. So, first step, take the natural logarithm of both sides. So, nate ln y and ln x sine x. Then decompose the latter equation by sum and difference of natural logarithms. So kani siya, by the way, mahimo ni siyang sin x ln of x, kay ang exponent pwede man mahimong coefficient. Next is take the derivative of both sides with respect to x. So, pwede na to siya gamitan og derivation process. So, ang sin x would be derived in its own right. Then, ang ln x can be derived. Pwede ni siya gamitan og power rule. So, mana siya nitabo dari. Dili siya kanang idya-idya nga pagka-derive. Then, a matter of simplification, then transfer ang y sa other side of the equation so that we can exclusive dy dx on the other side. So, from here, ibalik na to, substitute ang value of y. Do not forget about this class kay siguro dari ang source sa bitang source sa mga mali, kay dapat dili man na siya magpabili ni nana, so ibalik siya nato siya sa iyang original form. So nanate x sine of x, then i-multiply na to with the rest of kaning simplified na form sa equation. So mano siya ang imong final answer. Final answer siya when you see nga wala na bitaw further simplification na mahitabo. So, mana siya ang mahitabo diya class. Then, example 3, y is equal to cube root of 4x minus 1 and x plus 2 all over x x minus 5 squared. So kana medyo madugo jud ni. Taas kay siya process, but here comes na simplified logarithmic differentiation. So first is take the natural logarithm of both sides. So naka-ln na siya. So ang cube root, pwede mo na siya mahimong exponent of 1/3. So ang 1/3, pwede na to na siya himuong coefficient. Then as we dig deeper, pwede na ln 4x kaning mga tulo ka terms, 1, 2, and 3. Kani siya, pwede ni siya 4x ln 4x plus 4x minus 1 plus ln x plus 2 minus 2 ln x minus 5. So basically, mo na ang nahitabo dari. So naka-kuan na siya, naka-decompose. Ano siya ang gina-describe sa term na decompose. Mani siya, nadari ang magic class mani siya ang nakapasimplify. This makes the process easier. Kay ang properties, mas fluid magud ang properties sa logarithms than any other So we need take advantage of that. Muna siya ang tumong aning lesson. So after na siya na-decompose in its theoretically simplest form, then saka na ta mo proceed with the derivation. So i-derive na tong ln y. Muna siya. Then i-derive na to siya one by one. Derivation sa ln 4x minus 1 is 4 over 4x minus 1. So the same is true with the other mahimo lang siyang bitaw naka-template na daan. Then from here, kailangan lang dyan mo siya i-simplify. So wala dyan exemption. You need to go through the process of truly simplifying it. But simplification, it's a part of every mathematics course. So it's just a matter of kanang naka-LCD siya. So manang medyo lengthy jud ang process. So this is what happens. Then naatay ibalik na to ang napatay utang na y, so kailangan na to na ibalik ng tibuok expression sa y. Then mo na ni siya mo final answer. At least with this method class kanang dili na bitaw ka kailangan dili na nimo kailangan i-simplify kay lisod na siya pag simplify kay tungod nakalahi jud ni siya og kani. So at least with this method kana bitang ready-made na daan mo answer mo ra siya naka-template daan. So man na siya ang gina-offer nga tool sa logarithmic differentiation. Then we have sample problems here. Itakal lang natin ng 1, 3, 4, or 5. I will assign people from the class at random to solve for this sample problems, and I will pick those students na kanang wala pa bitaw record of participation. So yun lang, and I hope na it gives you a little bit of an idea kung unsa ka varied or wide ang inyong options to approach the differential calculus na problems. So that's all, and don't forget to ask questions.